Hi there, folks. We're taking a look at the end of the letter to the Ephesians. This bit that's often been called the armour of God. It talks about the armour of God and the battle that we're in. We're just taking a quick look at a verse and a little thought each day. So yesterday we read chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. And then we read in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11, put on the full armour of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Put on the full armour of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Now, before we get too much into the details of that and the verses that follow, let's just note one thing today. What does this describe? It describes a battle, a struggle. And that's a really important and helpful reminder for us as Christians, simply to note that the Christian life is a battle and a struggle. Maybe you've been struggling and it can be tempting to think, what am I doing wrong? This isn't right. Since I've become a Christian, things seem to have got harder. And that's often the case. There are additional pressures because we find as Christians that we're in a battle, that we're in a struggle. We struggle internally with ourselves, with our own sinful nature. You can read more about that towards the end of the letter to the Galatians and in other parts of the New Testament as well. We've got this internal battle going on, our sinful nature warring against the work of the Holy Spirit in us. There's an internal fight going on. There's an external fight with the enemy, the devil, as we'll see, an unseen enemy, and there's also just a fight to stay distinctive in a world that's constantly trying to draw our attention and distract us from Jesus and draw us into a worldly way of living and thinking. All of that is struggle. It's battle. It's hard. And sometimes it's good for us to just remember that is just part of a normal Christian life. If you're struggling today, be encouraged. This isn't abnormal, this isn't weird, it's not just you. We all struggle because we're all in a spiritual battle.